Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of Beat It
Meet it,
Karen.
Karen.
I am Ashlyn,
And I'm Liz.
and as we said before, this shit. Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of Beat It
Hey,
Karen.
Karen.
I am Ashlyn.
And I'm Liz.
And Beat It Karen is a podcast, a weekly podcast just for women to talk about things that Black women to talk about things that matter to us, relationships, racism, pop culture, everything. We can scream, we can cry, we can yell, we can do all of that with no judgment. This is our safe space. So beat it to the Karens.
Absolutely no Karens allowed over here. So, yeah, we are so excited to have this second episode. And it's been a week. Yeah. So we just want to check in on each other. Like, girl, how you been doing? What you been doing this week?
Well, we still kind of in quarantine, even though most of the world really isn't. I'm still afraid of COVID. So I've been like in the house, but I've been outside, out, like enjoying nature and walking on parks. But what's so funny is like right before, I came in for us to film, this guy was in his motorcycle with his girlfriend in the back screaming Black Power. And I had my headphones on. So I have my hair in a fro. He was like, your hair makes me think of Black Power, the revolution. And I'm like, he said it in front of everybody, so everybody walking. But I love it, but it was just so funny.
I love it, and I feel like I get that all the time. And actually, a lot of it's from Black men, which is actually really dope. So
Mm-hmm.
Black men, they be like, "Yes, sister, like where your fro and all Black power and all that." And I'm like, "Yep, just my hair, but still revolution, right?"
Well, back in the day, they didn't like. I mean, when I first started wearing my hair natural, people really was looking at me like, why you ain't doing nothing with your hair?" Now it's really more accepted. So I love the love.
I love it too. I forget that I haven't been natural like my whole life. I always forget
Yep.
that. Yep. So my weekend was cool. I mostly stayed in because again, like Ashley said, COVID, y'all stay home. Like it's not over just because stuff is open. But yeah, I stayed home and I finally watched Hamilton on Disney Plus. And oh my gosh, like it was so good and magical, and the music was just amazing. My mom like joked and was like, "Oh, this is better than Rent," which that's actually not true. You know how I love Rent, girl. That's not true, but Hamilton is so good. You guys have to check it out. And I know it's been like a lot of, just talking about the musical and if we should be celebrating these forefathers, but I do like that um that they definitely made it for people of color, and also shared a piece of history that was there. So I loved it. It was very beautiful, very worth the almost 3 hours that it was on. So
Wow.
yeah.
I went to see it for my 25th birthday in person, so I'm gonna have to watch it. Actually, I should watch it this week to compare it to how it is in person because they just shut it down just before COVID in Chicago after all these years. So I'm
I
so
think it's
excited to see it.
I think this year it was supposed to come to Columbus too, and I think it did get shut down because of COVID. So yeah.
Damn. Today, I wanted to highlight another Black owned business. Today's Black owner is Bria Nicole of Bria Nicole Art or Bria Paints on Twitter. She's a painter and illustrator, and she makes like these beautiful, beautiful prints of Black people and abstract Black people, Black celebrities, and like Black things. And her stuff is so beautiful. And when I move into my next apartment, I'm absolutely going to get some of her stuff because I love art, and art from a Black painter is just so gorgeous, and the colors that she uses to show our faces and illuminate the different shades of Black people. I just love it.
That's dope. I'm definitely gonna have to check out her Instagram page because I also am about to be moving, and I definitely want to get some nice, colorful pictures, especially from a Black artist. So yes, check her out and support, and as much as you can if you can.
I am loving that we're doing so much. I feel like all of this right now, Black people are really like starting to really
Mm-hmm.
and of course there's stuff going on. There's a lot of shootings, a lot of everything going on like life, but
Right.
I feel like Black people are really loving each other right now. We're loving ourselves out loudly. I am so proud of us just as a people.
Yes, such a beautiful thing to see.
And speaking of beautiful people, we want to talk to you guys real quick about my beautiful plus size
Oh,
sister Jill Scott.
let's get into it.
Get into it.
Let's get into it.
Get into it.
So, like I told you guys in our first episode, I am a style blogger, and I'm a plus size style blogger. But even though I just like to say style blogger, but anywho, I am a full size, big,
Sexy.
gorgeous, sexy woman, just like Jill Scott. So you can imagine how disgusted I was when I just get on Twitter, minding my own business, seeing Kyle Kiero, who is a football player, who's I don't know who he plays for, who cares, but he came on Beyonce's internet and said, "People are attracted to Jill Scott, and by no means is she ugly, but y'all really sexually aroused by her."
You a bitch ass nigga. Jill D. Scott.
D. Scott. Like, okay, first of all, the fact that you even had to like point her out and then put her name in all caps as to like make it sound like you are that disgusted and that appalled that somebody will love her. I'm gonna need for you to really grow up
Mm-hmm.
and gonna turn around and say, "Oh, so it's an energy thing," because she can't be loved for her
Can't
look.
just be sexy. You know, it's so crazy. Everybody was like, well, nigga, we have to Google you. Everybody know who Jill Scott is. So calm the fuck down. Like,
Exactly. I'm like, how did he even get verified? But you know, Twitter will verify anybody.
my dog.
Tomato potato. So everybody's just like in an uproar because all Jill Scott makes is sexy social music. She's a sexy woman. Like she just gets on stage and commands, your attention. And so do a lot of women who are not a size 6. Like there's a lot of women who command the exact same sexiness. And it's always these same men who want to talk about, "I don't like big girls and I don't understand their sexiness." That'd be all up in my DM and every other big DM. So
Say that shit, bitch,
you
okay?
see it. You see it, you recognize it. So I'm gonna need for y'all to just
I love it. You know what I
stay with a man, okay?
You know what I love about it too, though, is even though he was being shitty, there were so many men that was like, "Nigga, you dumb as hell." Like,
Mm-hmm.
even Ocho Cinco was like, "Man, she been fine." Everybody knows
Like, what are you talking
fine. Like,
about?
she is so sexy. Like, her music makes me want to make a baby, or well, not have a baby, but make one. Just act
Right. Get in the process of
I
doing
don't want no baby right now, but I can't believe he did that. And then he gonna get on the internet, and then after all that backlash, he's gonna say, "I'm sorry, I didn't grow up on Jill Scott." You don't have to grow up on her not to see her see her beauty. You dumbass. You just got your ass whooped in the comments, and now
right.
you don't want to backtrack.
Right. Like, how you even wake up and just be like, "Okay, I'm going to call out Jill Scott because whatever." Like, that's what I'm saying. People like that, you're just purposely being fat phobic for no reason. And everybody can agree that she is a gorgeous woman, no matter what her size. Has nothing to do with that. But really are disgusted at the fact that a lot of these men love fat women. Get over it. It's fine. It's 2020. We're good.
You know who else I love is my girl Lizzo, because I think somebody tried to kick her out of an Airbnb this past week and was trying to show her Instagram to her, like she should be ashamed of how she acted. Then she got on Instagram like, "I know you see my shit, so watch me shake this ass, and I got a better Airbnb since you didn't want me in here." And I love how body positive she is. I love how she be shaking her ass on there. I love how she
Mm-hmm.
loves her fucking self, and she
Yes.
does it so loudly.
Yes, like her whole album is like literally like just an ode to just like her love for herself. You can't help but like love yourself after listening to her. Like I just love that she's here and that she is just showing that like we are like all big girls are out here living their best lives. Like no nobody care about what y'all talking about. So Yes, shout out to Lizzo.
So, so we talked about Jill Scott, but we all know what the big topic, what the headlines were about
Y'all
this.
know why we here.
Talk about entanglements. So, this,
Twitter buzzword of the week.
oh my gosh, don't you hate when Twitter learns a new word?
Oh, I hate it. I hate it. You know it's a shirt already.
Yeah, I mean, it just happened a few days ago. I think that day they made a shirt already. I'm just like, y'all creative, y'all quick. If y'all don't get y'all,
That's what I will give Black Twitter. Y'all are the most creative people. Y'all are writers. Y'all are editors. Y'all are everything. I love Black Twitter.
so Will and Jada. Well, Jada came to herself as a woman at the red table, and with her husband, and talked about her relationship with August Alsina. She said it was a few years ago. They had met each other when he was really sick, and she was just thinking about healing him and all of that. And when they were having their entanglement or relationship, she said her and Will were completely done. They didn't even think that they were going to be back together anymore. And she said the reason why she even did this table talk with Will is because she just wanted to clear some things up. The fact of the matter is, he wasn't a jump off, like he wasn't the side chick or anything, the side dude or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She was on a break from her husband. But Will, I'm telling you, like when like what is an entanglement? I feel like he was just tired of it at the moment. Like, dude, just say what the fuck it was. An entanglement, it was a fucking relationship. You was fucking this nigga, okay?
Basically, like he was in the fucking house. Like you was sitting on it, riding it. You was doing it all. Like she real. That was the one thing I was like, Jada, if you gonna do this red table talk now, we need you. We need you to give us what you gave all your other guests. We need to know
And
exactly what happened. So it's. And Will was the same way. He's like, you're not about to have Twitter coming at me, making me look crazy. So what was it? Let me know. Tell them that we were not together. I did not know what was going on. Like, has had enough of y'all. Okay.
what's so funny is it took her the longest time to ever take this nigga, this woman, to do her red table talk. I mean, when what's her name? When Jordan kissed Tristan, she had that girl on there right after she kissed her, like a day after. Now
Literally,
all
like
of
the
a sudden
day
she's
after.
getting her thoughts together.
Well, apparently, she said she had filmed it that week, apparently, but she didn't want it to, like, I guess, interfere with everything else that was going on last week. But I mean, yeah, girl, we could have had that a lot sooner for sure.
Twitter has been going completely crazy with this entanglement situation. They calling her the female future now.
Mm.
This shit is
They didn't call her Jada Pinkett-Smith Alcina Shakur.
oh,
That Jada Pinkett-Smith Alcina Shakur. So we putting Tupac back in it too. So it's a lot going on. One of my favorite tweets that I seen was just straight up hashtag put it on and make him an entanglement.
that song just popped back up like that. Like,
Because of TikTok done made everything just come back in. But that scene with Kirk, I will never stop dying.
well, no, he actually addressed it this week. He said that he just wasn't used to being on camera or whatever from it, and I guess he was shy. But his face, I'm watching the season right now, and
Me too.
he is funny as hell. But let's talk. Stevie J is such a piece of shit, and he'll never.
What a piece of shit. I just never, like, I know I watched it live, but I'm like, wow, these girls
That
he
is what you call a fucking entanglement, right there.
the originators. We got
The originators of entanglement is
Oh
Stevie
my gosh.
Jocelyn.
I'll
Him.
never forget the therapy scene with the three of them.
I think I'm on that episode right now. I'm telling you,
Ooh.
that was peak reality TV. Like that reality TV, that season was as good as the I Love New York days.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know New York is
Comedy.
yeah. So on Twitter with this whole Will and Jada and August entanglement situation,
Mm-hmm.
my nigga August is clearly upset because he displaced all his anger on my girl Kiki with his punk ass when someone thought that was someone just brought up a picture of her and him together.
Yeah, so True Jackson herself was just minding her business. And so somebody had posted a picture, and she said, and it said this you, with a picture of Kiki and August. So this was before that, Kiki had basically said, like, everything doesn't need to go online, period. Like, that's basically what she said. But obviously the interview had happened that same day, so everybody was like, all right, that's what you're talking about. So there's like this you, and she's like, yes, girl, August was never my man, LOL. That's why you're still reaching to this day to figure out nothing. And so for whatever reason,
now listen, guys, that's literally all she said about
that's
that
it.
picture. No other shade. I just want y'all to know that was it. Okay.
That was the tweet. And for some reason, that just grinded August's gears because my dude said, you absolutely right. I was never your man, in all caps, with the like scrunchy face. And then he said, you could possibly never, shorty. It seems you mad you got curved, but your friends are the reason for that. They showed me an endless thread of text, pics, and pics of me that you sent, worried about who I date, and begged me to not further disturb your mental instability.
Mental instability. We're not gonna go there, August.
I mean, come on. Like,
August. We're not gonna go there.
didn't they just get done saying it was helping you through your own mental struggles, sir? So how you gonna mental health shame her?
Niggas ain't shit with that. Like, how you gonna? You such a hypocrite. How you gonna make fun of me about shit that you've been struggling with for the last few fucking years?
Exactly. And then just gonna keep saying, well, she was sending subliminals and she needed to say it with her chest, and just all of this, like all this anger for the
It's
wrong
shit.
person. You really got mad because you were so in love and that love changed your life. Meanwhile, meanwhile, her husband had to beg her to call it more than we was fucking. That's what you're really mad about.
What's crazy is Will had more respect for the nigga than she did.
Exactly.
And August with his like, he is always fucking going off with somebody. Remember when in 106 in Park, he got mad at that girl for asking him a question, which I can't understand. Like, if I told you not to do it, don't ask me this question. But he was like,
Right.
you're just gonna go against the grain with that nasty ass attitude. Like, he has an attitude with women all the time. Like, Nick, you act like a little bitch sometimes.
Exactly. And those are the same men that sit in your face and talk about women this, women that, females this. It's like, but I need for you to really just figure out who you're mad at and talk to a therapist about all that. Because Kiki ain't do nothing to you. Even if she wanted to say what she said, like, she want to say something mean about you, I'm sure she could. Y'all were friends. But she was like, that wasn't my man, period. Leave it alone. Like, was actually defending you. Like, that's the crazy part. And then you want to shit on her because you got upset. Your feelings got a little hurt.
Then so she responded like, something about I'm not gonna kick somebody when they're down or whatever. I know he's not upset with me, basically taking the high road. And she could have really got in on his ass, and I would have just told him, I would just put up a picture of Will and Jada on my Instagram if that wasn't me. But you know what?
And what
Ain't petty like me.
and that's why a lot of people's coming at him like, that's why Jada left you for her husband. Like,
Literally, and then they both were like, we ain't leaving each other at all. Like, you thought that you was gonna get in, you thought, but it ain't happened, bruh. It's
no, they sitting up there laughing at you in their house while you probably done made a whole album about this situation. So who really won and who really lost here? I said the true winner is Jada. So shout out
Let's
to
talk about why she is. I love the fact that I feel like what she went through, she was like, Will fucked up somehow. She went on to find her happiness and came back to him when she was ready. Boom.
Exactly. She said, I am Jada Pinkett-Smith. I had my whole life before you, and I'm gonna have it right after you. So I applaud it. I love it. You wanted to, be with this young man. It is a little problematic
Yep.
if it's truly his mentor. I'm gonna say that. I'll give y'all that. That
Yep.
is a little bit problematic. But for the most part, Jada, I'm over here looking at you like when I'm 48. Same life, girl, same life. Even though
Well, I don't want to.
I'm not even sure marriage is for me, so we don't. That's a whole other thing.
Well, okay, so here's the thing with them. Like they were like, bad boys for life, bad marriage for life. I'm like, ooh, that's not cute or whatever.
Not at
And
all.
honestly, I wouldn't. I just I'm about to be 27 in a few weeks. I'm not married or anything, and I have not been with someone for 20 years, so I just couldn't say. But at the moment, the person that I am right now, I couldn't see myself in that type of marriage. It doesn't seem. They seem like they're more buddies and good friends more than a husband and wife.
Which I get. And then I think about that too. It's like, what exactly is holding it on anymore? But I do think that once you get to a certain point, it's not necessarily about lust anymore. I think every marriage says that you
Mm-hmm.
enjoy each other and like each other. And I think they genuinely like each other. Like they are really good friends. Even for them to even laugh like that and just be like, this was a bad part in our marriage and I never thought we would talk again.
You can't get him back because at the end he was like, "I'm gonna get you back." He was joking, and
He
she was
did
like, you can't give him that." And then she was like, "I think you have gotten me back," and she said, "I'm gonna give you that petty shit because you want it, girl. It is not all roses.
That's true.
It ain't
That's
roses
true. It ain't all
here."
roses over there. You're right. You're right. And that's what I thought. That was always my thought. I'm like, whatever Jada talking about with August, Willen did 5 times worse. We just ain't seen
Yep.
it.
Um, People were talking about that he was probably more mad that his side bitches know how to shut the fuck up. Obviously, Jada don't know. She ain't picked the right one.
No, she picked, the super young dude that fell in love with her. The other hoes be like, I know my role. But you know what? Men in general just can't handle being a side dude. A lot of them really can't handle that for real. So I'm not surprised that August came out and the Will's hoes have not. I'm not surprised.
But they say he's with Margot. He was had an affair or was sleeping with Margot Robbie, in the movie Focus with him. I
Mm-hmm.
think she is such a pretty white girl. She is freaking gorgeous. Like if
She
you
is
don't go with
gorgeous.
white girl, that's the one.
That that's the one. She is gorgeous. And I wonder if there is some truth to that, but
But okay, so is this normal for a um these real like complex type marriages? Is this normal for everyday people, or is this just like a rich and famous type situation?
I think it can be. I think it can be normal for regular people because, we do see there are, thruples out there. There's open relationships. There's a bunch of, every week you can be thinking you talking to a dude online and figure out he got a whole other family or whatever. I think the difference between what the sneaky shit that we see just in everyday life versus what Will and Jada were doing is communication. Ultimately, you have got to communicate with your partner. Like, I think for them to amicably be like, we're not going to be together. You do you, I do me. We come together for the kids. That's it. I think that alone just shows they were able, even when they were hating each other, to talk to each other. And I think any regular couple can do that. It's just a lot of people don't like to talk.
Yep. Someone else was on Twitter like, celebrity marriages, they break up or they end so soon because both parties have the money to leave each other.
Mm-hmm.
And if in real life or regular everyday people had the money to get divorced, more people will get divorced. Like some people are in that marriage for financial reasons, and so I do wonder if you're seeing the rate of divorce go up. Is it because women now are having their own money, got their own shit, and they really don't need a man? I see Jada as a woman who went through a rough period. She did something that, some that's debatable if it was problematic or not. And
Right.
but all in all, she got her man back at the same time. I ain't never seen a woman do that shit. Okay, she fucked
Never.
around and came back, and that nigga was still there.
Hmm.
So,
And I think that is a testament, like I said, to their love and their bond as friends because they have more money than they could ever need. They could leave each other tomorrow and still be good. But no, they stayed, they came back. Can you imagine? You got this little 20-something year old, you've been parading him around this whole time, and now you want to come back and now they're good. I truly think that they do love each other at the end of the day, because any other man, I mean, I'm telling you, if you try to do half the things that these men do to as a woman, oh, you gone. You'll be
Yep.
gone for nothing. So I do think it is the fact that they do genuinely love each other, and I don't think it's about them staying for this legacy or this marriage, because
Mhm.
the thing that we thought of Will and Jada is now flawed, and they're still
And
together.
And that's another thing that I'm seeing, like, even a few days ago, like, well, a few weeks ago before all this. Remember, I was telling you, Will and Jade is such a great couple, but it's made me even realize you do not know what's going on in people's homes.
Mm-mm.
Have to stop thinking that these celebrities are a perfect example of love. Like, even though, we talk about Tiana Taylor and Iman, and I truly do think that they love the fuck out of each other.
Yes.
Maybe there's something going on in that relationship. Not saying it is, not throwing no shade or anything, that we wouldn't want to deal with. So we have to, like, people are just, humans are humans, no matter if they're an actress, celebrity, or the damn barber or something.
Exactly. Humans are gonna human. And even with Tiana and Iman, like after the episode, some people was tweeting like, oh no, this is the new couple. This is the power couple to look at. No, if this
Mm-hmm.
is anything, y'all, we gotta stop glamorizing these couples, because we have no idea what's happening behind closed doors. And a lot of us a lot of people that are couples now, y'all going through a lot of that mess as well. The only difference is y'all are not famous, y'all do not have their money. So we got to stop, glamorizing them, because they just regular people and they are, flawed.
Yep, just like we are.
Hmm.
Um, so if you could be in an entanglement with someone, who would it be with? And with a couple.
With a famous couple, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm gonna go with Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert, because
Ooh, they both are sexy as hell.
what a beautiful couple. Like, and you just know the sex is on fire.
No, it is.
Oh,
If they started an OnlyFans, I would actually pay for it.
absolutely. Like, you can take all my money. Like, he's just so sexy, and then she has sex appeal too. It's just, oh my God, I could just pick. Like, let's go, guys.
Did you see his video, Seance?
No.
At the seance, girl, the first time I saw it, I turned it off because I was like, I am not gonna be lusting after this married man. Like, I will not do it, Jesus. Like, it was just so sexy. So then, I was like, well, she let him put it on there, so I'm gonna watch it.
You
So
know?
I watched that thing, girl. I watched it about 4 or 5 times. It was a sexy. I equated to uh Untitled by D'Angelo back in the day. He did that.
Oh, okay. You got me. I'm watching it.
Yep. So that is why I just know. And then with Tiana Taylor's body is the shit, and she was really the shit. My favorite is to see her in Fade with Kanye. So them bodies.
Oh my gosh, that was when I really just fell in love with her, because she's already beautiful, but just to see her move her body like that, I'm like, who are you? And then she's just,
her
even
album her album 7 is an amazing album. Like, I feel like she's so slept on, but you should listen to that album too. I listened to a little bit of this new album, and she has a song
yeah.
with Erykah Badu, which is really dope.
I heard that one. I heard that one, and then her. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I heard that one, and then I heard the one that the single that she came out when she was announced that she was pregnant.
Yeah,
The cute song. It was a cute little song.
I love me some Black love.
Mm-hmm.
So if another couple, I think I would definitely, Tiana and Iman are number one for me too. Number one.
Mm-hmm.
But I think who else would be a fun couple to do it with could be Cardi B and Offset. Because they would get,
Oh.
I mean, it might be a little too nasty for me if we
It
I
might. I might have to be.
might be like, ooh, this ain't what I signed up for.
I might have to sit a little bit of it out, take a little break, but it'll be fine. But yes, they are also just, oof, they're so sexy. Like, and Cardi is just, to me, she's so gorgeous. And she, like, she's a little bisexual too, so she'll be like actually taking care of my body too.
Yeah.
I'm like, yep,
I
I need
met
that.
They would really make me that bitch.
Exactly. They would. They would take command, which is exactly what I need. So yeah.
I'm just thinking about it now. Like, damn, that might actually be like that seems like that would be really fun. Now I'm thinking about it. That would be fun.
It would. It would. Can you imagine the two? They both have two strong personalities, so you just gotta like just go
And
with.
I just recently started thinking about Offset as being cute. Like, when did I just never thought he really was, but or maybe Cardi makes him cute to me.
It
Because I
might be
actually
that.
I never really paid attention to Iman until he was with Tiana. Even she said that like she made him sexier, and now
Mm-hmm.
he just ooh. I can't believe that they just now having a second baby because I mean I could have
Girl,
about
I
10.
would. I would. I would definitely be on like baby number 5 by now for
Yeah.
sure. So I don't. She maybe they just got a good birth control method because there's no way. There's absolutely no way. But they're so cute.
Yeah, they're like they are also another couple that makes me feel like parenting could be fun because they just seem like
Mm-hmm.
they really like Junie is the boss of that house, and you know for sure, like she's the
Absolutely.
boss. And I love the just how I'm loving how celebrities are like raising their kids to be black kids to be so free and carefree. Like
Mm-hmm.
I love, I love Blue Ivy. Who else is a cute little black girl? I love Eris, Ti and
Oh, so cute, Eris Harris. I
yeah.
love culture too. I love culture too, who just had a birthday. Did you see their pictures from her birthday party?
Girl, you know Cardi was gonna make it extra, and she sure did.
Exactly. I love her little matching outfits. That's exactly what I'm gonna do whenever I get me a daughter.
Me too. And if you get a daughter,
Outfit.
I feel like having one. I'll just dress up with y'all too. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
All three. You know we about to get married, so hey, stepmom.
So you guys, me and Liz are absolutely gonna get married because
We are.
before we were filming, we literally had something to tell each other that we were scared to tell the other for fear of hurting their feelings, and I just went out with it. And we were both trying to say the same thing to each other, and just talking about other stuff. We are literally the same freaking person. We like finish each other's sentences. It was almost scary today. Like,
And I don't know how it happens, y'all, because we haven't lived in the same city in so long. But it doesn't matter. Like we just anything she says or I say, it's like literally the same thing. And I think she's just my soulmate.
I
So
know.
I just love you.
Maybe that's why we've had the relationships we've had. We're just supposed to be together, you know?
Mm-hmm. Because
Yeah.
I came close, and then I was like, nope, nope. I'm actually supposed to be married to Ashlyn.
Darn, I'm always here, babe. You know. All right. Guys, thank you for listening to the second episode of Beat It.
Beat it, Karen.
I am Ashlyn.
And I'm Liz. Make sure you guys follow us on social media at Beat It Karen. We're on Instagram and Twitter. And we are available. You can stream all of our episodes on SoundCloud. So thank you guys.
See you next time.
Bye.